for?
Adventure.
Adventure, okay? So we've got various ways in which hunting is possibly, as I say up there, very dangerous. Is it dangerous? It's not dangerous. Hunting for animals that are like the Nika, where I live, we have many buffalo. Buffalo are different than cow buffalo. And sometimes and as a result, they must kill some of them so that the healthy ones, that hunting is not dangerous. Now, I'm sending you out with a gun for the first time. Have you ever shot a gun? No. Think about when we're talking about hunting. What do I mean by irresponsible?
Negligent.
Not if you... Is eating good for you? Not every day. You were very thin. Not every time. Okay. Have you had too much mutton? I've had too much mutton this week. 5 weeks of mutton, 5 days of mutton, and I'm a vegetarian. But every time I go to a family's house, I have mutton. My stomach is saying and things like that, which are part of Indian culture. Diabetes is a major problem, as we know that is growing in Indian culture. Sugar, sugar, sugar. I take my chai without sugar and people look at me. Chai, no sugar. Chai, no sugar. The topic statement we just talked about. Then we need to go on to thinking from our ideas. What is a good one? Let's work with our irresponsible hunting. Species preservation. People who do not look and shoot the tigers in Ranthambore. Trained hunter. Someone who goes out with a gun and does not know how to shoot a gun well for hunting is irresponsible. Nomads up in Nupra Valley, north of Ladakh. They use the goat meat to survive during the winter time. For them, hunting is very important. It is part of their culture. So we could develop an idea for each paragraph based on ideas that we generate. Once we select that idea, we need our topic sentence and we need to put them in statements that support them. Okay? What would be a statement that would support species preservation? Why is it important to preserve longer going to exist? And they would be just like the dinosaurs. We can see pictures, but there are no dinosaur hunter, however. A trained hunter. Okay, knows which species to shoot. Okay. What would another thing a trained hunter would do? He wouldn't shoot his partner. That's very important when you go out hunting. That you do not get shot by the other person. Because if you went out with him, you might be in difficulty, right? The trained hunter. So we need to support our argumentation as we develop our paragraphs. These are supported argumentation. Nomads need food. Why do nomads need food in Nupra Valley? Okay? Because they're nomadic. Tell me more. Don't use the same word. It's the same one over there with terrorism, terrorizing. No same word. And that's exactly what you do in writing essays. You paraphrase and use different language. Why else do nomads need to go hunting? They have no other option. There's no little store right there. They can't go to the store and buy some rice. They take their rice with them. They cook it with them. So they don't have other options. Good conclusion for the paragraph. Nomads must do this because this is not only maintaining their culture, it's maintaining their life. And therefore they have no other options. So the kind of ideas that we have is very important. That means a first writing. And I'll ask him to look at your paper and say, what's wrong? Just circle it. What he thinks is wrong. And I'll have you look at his paper. Because you need another eye in your writing. Your own eye is blind to your writing. You do not see the errors that you make. And how I do that is not by... It's different. When I'm working in my third and fourth languages. Because sound writing. Someone can do essay writing all in the present. I do not recommend it. Some essay writers do. But the important thing for me is the consistency of the tense you use. Write it all in the present, write it all in the past, write it all in the future. If I give to you the task of life in 2030, you will be writing in the future. Absolutely.
We are also thankful that he spared his precious time for coaching guidance center here from his busy schedule. And now I invite the...
We must do our media.